The Earnestly Speaking podcast is a show that is founded on free-flowing conversation and may at times venture into mature subjects. Listener discretion is advised.
Yeah, Earnestly Speaking podcast. Let's get it. I'm a giant in New York, in Miami carry heat. So much more in store, my product can flood the street. Opinion Nation Godfather, CEO. Puff in the late 90s, gon' see me blow. Oh. Got my hustle on, no imitation of bad. Army of untouchables, Opinion Nation staff. Never an off season, homie, check the numbers. Heart throbbing my own right, supplying southern comfort. Earnestly speaking, my ego is well fed. Earnestly speaking, you're too feeble and no threat. See, I'm like a hurricane, you're a mild breeze. Earnestly speaking, leaving Eli a dynasty. Shake!
Earnestly Podcast. It is time to record my favorite 1A, 1B podcast of the year. It is the NBA season preview. And typically we do this with a three-man group, but we had a last-minute call-out. We got Zack here, of course, with us to do the season preview. We do every year over-unders on the year, of course, and then, of course, predictions for, the season. Zack, what's going on?
Not much, man. Looking forward to see how bad I can do on this as well.
Well, let's see if Chris shows up this one. So, last minute, Chris decided last minute that, he's not into it, the season, which, for the record, I don't blame him. I am not really excited about this NBA season, honestly. And I did a podcast on Sunday with good friend Denny Blanco, who's an NBA content creator, and I had told him, "Listen, get me excited. What's there to talk about right now? Because I'm not excited about the season. Now, obviously, I know why. All the injuries, Tatum's out, Halliburton's out, all these guys are out. It kind of saps the energy out of the year. But I don't know. We press on. We've been doing this now for 14 years now. I'm not going to stop doing the preview anyway. I mean, maybe some surprises will happen this year. I don't know, man. We'll see. So I told Chris, if you want to jump in, feel free to jump in. He says it's his heart not to the year right now, so we'll figure it out then. So if he pops out nowhere, we'll figure it out from there. All right, but as you do every year, what?
Because of it.
Say it again.
I took Jaw out of the top 25 just because of that.
You should, just because of that. All right, so and that'll be part 2 of the preview on another episode. We're doing right now. We're doing over-unders. As we did last year, we went instead of going in alphabetical order, we're going to go back to what we did last year, which is by conference. I'm going to go in East first, and we'll take the highest number with the highest win total prediction, and down to the lowest, and then the same thing with the Western Conference. So first team first, we have the Cleveland Cavaliers, who last year finished the year 64-18. Their under number is 55.5. Zach, what you got in this one?
Oh, this is an easy over. You're telling me a team that won 64 games has bringing back basically the same lineup, and you're going to make the over-under at 55 with all the injuries to all the teams in the East? Hell no. Give me the over.
This is the easiest. Dude, anything under 60 wins for this team is a failure. A failure. And not only that, the environment. Again, as mentioned a while ago, Tatum's out. Means the Celtics are out of the paint. Halliburton's out. The Pacers, Eastern Conference champions, out of the paint. You know what I'm saying? The Bucks are compromised. Every other team's compromised. So at least for the regular season, this should be this team. Honestly, I would expect not only to have the Eastern Conference best record, they should have the best record in the NBA this year.
I agree.
Because OKC will have more challenges to face. Even though I think they'll win 60-plus games this year themselves. But I think because of the challenges, this team should be no less than 60 wins this year. So give me the over for the Cavs. The big question to the Cavaliers is this. Can they finally do it and get to the finals? That's the question. And they've underwhelmed every time in the playoffs. So we'll see. We'll see. So I went over in this one. All right. Next team, the New York Knicks, who last year went 51-31. Went to the East Conference Finals, of course. And their over number this year is 52.5. That feels low.
Yeah.
Right? Am I wrong?
Again, you have so many crap teams at the bottom of this conference. And every one of the good teams you competed against last year, minus Cleveland, is injured.
Yeah. So why is it so low then?
I think they're probably factoring in a lot of time management this season because it's no longer Tibbs running the team.
That's true. That's a good point. No more Tibbs there. We got Mike Brown there in the spot. So, but also for me, easy over though. Either way.
Yep.
But even with the time management stuff, their rosters is that good. Again, but to me, I'll say this much: this season is finals or bust. That's simple. That's simple. So I'll go over as well too. All right, here we go. Your boys, the Orlando Magic, who last year went 41-41. This year, the overall number is 51.5, Zach. Check on this one.
This is a tough one. 51.5. Last year, I believe we lost the most players in the history of the league to oblique injuries.
It was bad.
Like, every one of our starters went down with an oblique injury. I don't even know how that's physically possible in a sport like this, but it happened. So, I want to take a slightest of under, and we'll win 50 games.
I'm the same way too, because I just don't. You gotta account for something like that. Injuries happen to Banchero, who, by the way, this should be the year he arrived last year. This should be the year where he makes the top 10 probably, if he wants to be serious, because the lane's open. The guys are out.
Yeah, no
Embiid, no Tatum, no Halliburton. AD's on the way out. So LeBron, KD are on the way out. So the spot's there, man. I'm gonna take the slight under. I think 150 games this year, though. Would I be surprised if they get the over? No. But would I bet it? Also no. So this is gonna be the big spoiler of the Eastern Conference, though. We'll see. They showed spots last year. They gave Boston issues in the first round. Lost in 5 games. But I'll take the under on this one. All right. The Atlanta Hawks last year, 40-42 last year. Overall number is 46.5, Zach.
You know what? I'm going to have to take the over just because of the makeup of that team. They finally found a lineup that could mask the lack of defense and the targeting every team does against Trae Young. So give me the slightest of overs.
I want to go there, bro. I want to go there because I was tempted to go there. I think they might be the 3 seed. It could be the 3 seed this year in the East as much as 3 seed. I just don't trust them, bro. And look, they have a good coach, Quinn Snyder. Trae Young is still pretty good. One of the most productive point guards in the league. I just don't fucking trust him. And KP's not playing more than 50 games this year.
Well, that's the thing. I think if he does play 50 games for this team, then
that's a big if, though. That's a big if, brother.
Of the 50 games he plays in, like that's my confidence in that guy and helping that team.
I'm taking a slight under. I think it'll be a 46-36 team. For that reason, I just don't trust them. They should be a 50-win team, honestly, in my opinion. But especially with that coaching, I love Quinn Snyder. He's a very good coach. It's just that this can't put all together, and they have the talent to do it. This is the year to do it. All right, next team here we have the Detroit Pistons, who last year the biggest surprise in the league, went 44-38. The overall number this year is 45.5.
Oh man! So I'm gonna take the over just because, like, the competition in the East, because I am beating down a ton of teams at the bottom of this conference.
Funny. Well, quick, I just got a text saying that Porzingis not rushing New Deal. Okay, whatever. Anyway, I'm with you. I think Cade Cunningham has an argument for top 10 in the league right now. And I think that what we saw last year is not just a 1 year spoof. That is something we're going to see. This kid's really good, and they built a good team around them. And then with the environment as well too. Also, I expect them to get to flirt with 50 wins also too. I don't think they'll get there, but I think they'll flirt with it though, definitely. So give me the over as well in Detroit.
Amir Thompson is going to be trying to outdo his brother in Houston.
Absolutely,
and he could be the number 2 on that team.
I'm with you there. All right, next team, Milwaukee Bucks. Last year, 48-34. This year, the over number is 44.5, Zach.
Oh, this is an over for me just because you can't tell me if Giannis is playing 75 of the 82 games this season that they can only win 44 games with him. No, he is too good of a player. So I'm taking the over.
Call me crazy, but this feels like 2006 Cavs to me. Like Giannis is that good that he can take this team to the finals, the conference finals, at least on his back. I can see a scenario where this team gets on the heater this year, despite not having the stars. Because Giannis, this is probably one of the last great Giannis years you're going to get. I have an over on this one. I think they are actually, even with the environment of the East being weak, this is a little disrespect here in the Bucks here. Like Giannis alone should get you at least 50 wins. Giannis alone being there, that's how good he is.
Oh, 50, yeah.
Yeah. Like to me, I always think it's a lock over. Honestly, I probably put this on a parlay for futures. And I think the Bucks, even with everything going around them, I'm surprised. I know they lost Dame and all these other pieces, but bro, that 4.5 when Giannis top 2-3 player in the league. No, over, easy over. Don't be surprised this team makes it to the conference finals this year. Don't be surprised. All right, the Boston Celtics last year 61-21. This year number is 41.5. This shrunk actually because when I first started gathering numbers for this, I think they were either 43 or 42.5. So it's going the other way now. I know what's happened in the last couple of weeks, but no Tatum for the year.
Oh no, Tatum's coming back.
No KP. No, Tatum's not coming back. I guarantee that.
I'm sorry. Again, I told you this earlier in the season. Tatum's going to end up playing more games than Zion. He's going to play more games than Joel Embiid. You can write it down. You can book it. It's a guarantee. That man is making sure he comes back before the season's over.
If this team is better than advertised, because I will say this, he is ahead of schedule. He is ahead of schedule with his rehab. I will say that. So if they're better than advertised, maybe the front office says, okay, fine. But from what we've heard in the front office, they want him to sit out this year. They want him to sit out, rest this year, so they can retool the right way.
Well, yeah, because they control the pick this year.
Right.
So, but you know what else is going to affect this and why I like the over in this?
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown is my pick to lead the league in scoring. I like
that pick.
I think he averages 35-plus points a game.
That much? James Harden? What time of year?
Yes, because the only way this team will be able to score, because they have no inside presence, is shooting threes. And you're going to tell me he doesn't want to shoot threes? Oh, yeah. I really believe he averages close to 35, if not more.
I actually tend to agree with you on that one. I also went over as well, too. I don't think this team's going to fall apart. I just think this team they have championship pedigree. Don't have Tatum, but they have enough pieces to keep this thing whole. Are they a 50-win-plus win team? No. Will they win at least 45 to 43, 45? Yes. Over in this one. All right, next team here. The Philadelphia 76ers, who last year won 24-58. This year, the number is 43.5. Zach, this is the weirdest team to grade because we don't know who we're getting, if we're getting them. And if we get him, how long for? Not just him, but also the other guy. Joel Embiid, of course, and Paul George. I'm going under this. I don't trust him. I'm going under this one.
Oh, this is an easy under. So as easy as the Cleveland over is, this is as easy an under as you're going to get.
Mm-hmm.
Believe this season out of the East. Okay, Joel Embiid, he's not going to play back-to-backs. They're going to monitor his minutes, which means he's really not going to contribute the first 2 months of the season.
Yeah.
Maxi's proven he cannot carry a team. Paul George is done.
Mm-hmm.
All right. No. I don't even know if you could say 35 wins as an over-under could get me to go to an over on this team.
I'm with you. I feel like just reading the tea leaves, this feels like a replay of last year.
Absolutely.
And Nick Nurse, I know what he does at this point, man. That's bad situation. I'm going under as well, too. All right, next team here, the Miami Heat, who last year went 37-45. Their over number this year is 37.5. So it was 39.5. Moved back two wins now. I think it's because of the Tyler Hero injury. I'm going to go home here and go over just because I think Spo just finds a way to get him over that number. But I will say they have not looked at preseason so far, so that's not encouraging. But I'll go over just because I'm a homer.
Yeah, again, this is an under. They have no winning players on this team. Bam is a stat guy. Tyler Hero is just a streak guy.
Mhm.
And now they have no one with heart. And I can tell you, you'll tell me, oh, we got a bunch of. Well, you don't have a dog who's a leader. So, nah, give me the under.
I hate to say it, but you may be right about that one. But I'm going to go over just because of the fact I'm a homer. All right, next one.
Pull off a massive trade during the season? No chance.
You don't think Norman Powell helps? Norman Powell's a pretty good player, man.
I think Norman Powell, yeah, he's actually a really good player. But I think he's gonna take the numbers away from Bam, and it's gonna prevent you from using your bench. And when you go to your bench, you're really not getting a lot of productivity.
Right.
You have an instant offensive guy coming off the bench, in my opinion.
Right. Okay. Next team here, the Toronto Raptors, who last year went 30-52. The number this year is 37.5, Zach. What you got in this one?
Give me the under. The Scotty Barnes thing, I wish he was a better player. Like, he's got all the tools. Everyone believes he's this great guy. And I love rooting for FSU players.
Yeah.
Especially in college basketball. More than anything, I root for FSU players when they get to the NBA. But he's a Robin. He is not a Batman. Give me the under.
Call me crazy. I'm going to go over this one. They got a bunch of really good players there. Brandon Ingram, RJ Barrett, you name it. All those. So they'll figure out a mismatch here. I think if you have the Heat coming down the number, you have teams like that coming down, Philly coming down. I think teams like Toronto might have a chance to stick up there. Now, look, I don't think they'll win 40 games this year. I think they'll win probably 38, 39. But still get you over. You know what I'm saying? So I think they're probably going to be a play-in team this year too also, with all those mismatch of players they have in the wings.
I think there's a chance a team with 30 wins is a play-in team out of the East.
Oh, I agree with that.
30 wins.
Yes, I agree with that. Absolutely. All right, next team here on the list, the defending Eastern Conference champions, Indiana Pacers, who last year went 15-32. The number this year, unfortunately for them, is 37.5. We know why. No Tyrese Halliburton, despite going to the NBA Finals, they lose Miles Turner in that trade with Milwaukee. Was that trade or was it the free agency thing?
That was one of the smartest free agency moves a team has made in years.
Milwaukee?
No, Indiana Pacers.
Let him walk, right?
Letting him walk instead of giving him a massive contract that he does not deserve.
Yeah. Under for me, this one. Even with Siakam.
Yeah, no. I'm sorry. Give me the over. All right, they got...
Really?
Yes. Spicy P will manage to get 25 to 30 wins. Then you look at everybody else they got. They are a defensive-minded team who people just show up. Newhart, all that. They're going to be all right. I think they're going to challenge for being 41-41 on this team.
Wow. Then I'll tell you what, the Rick Carlisle's good coach of the year for that. That's the case. All right. Look, I think they'll be slightly under 37.5, but I don't think it'll be that bad. But wow, 41 wins. That's a win for them. They do that. All right. They are deep, though. I will say that. All right. The Chicago Bulls, who last year went 39-43, the number this year is 32.5, Zach.
Look, if I got all these other teams sucking, like 76ers, the Heat, someone's got to play better, right? Someone's got to pick up the wins. Josh Giddey just got his money, and he's gonna get them on the over here. They're gonna win 38, 39 games.
What?
Yes.
Who do they have right now, dude? Who do they have? Who's the star right now?
Josh Giddey.
I'm going under this one, bro. I don't know what you're seeing, bro, but I'm going under this one. That's ridiculous. All right. We got the Charlotte Hornets, who last year went 19-63. The over-under number is 25.5, Zach. LaMelo Ball. Can he finally crack 30 wins this year for once?
Man, can LaMelo Ball even crack 30 games is a better question.
Good point.
But I do love their draft pick out of Duke. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name. But I think with him there, they should be able to get 25, 26 wins. So it'll be a slight over.
25.5 wins. I don't know, man. Because again, yeah, your theory of like teams coming down, someone's got to rise. Oh, is Charlotte one of those teams that will rise?
Around 30 wins. So
they might win 24 games. I don't think so. Maybe 25. I don't think over 25 wins. They got to prove it to me. I'm going under. I'm going under this one. Under. I don't trust these fuckers, man. Come on now. That's on you, bro. All right. The Washington Wizards. Last year were 1864. The number this year is 20.5. Who the fuck they have that team, by the way? Anymore?
Alex that's about it.
Jordan Poole's gone.
Yeah. Oh man. Who do they trade for? Oh, they got the guy out of Milwaukee.
Oh, Chris Middleton, who probably missed 60 games this year.
Yeah, so you know what? I think
he'll be out of the league soon.
I think they'll win 21 games. Give me the over. I don't think any team wins less than 20 games this season in the NBA.
I think Washington will win 20 at least. I'm going under this one. This team looks so fucking bad on paper, dude. The fact I know who was on that team is a problem. Maybe they win 20 games, but the 20 is the max. 20.5. I'm going under this one. All right, finally, the last team in Eastern Conference, we have the Brooklyn Nets, who last year won 26 and 56. The number this year is 21.5, Zach. The Brooklyn Nets. They got Michael Porter Jr.
Who are they?
Michael Porter Jr. They traded for him, remember?
I can't believe Washington has 21.5. Yeah. Look, you know what? I don't think Brooklyn wants to win. So I'll take the under in this one. You're taking the under in Washington. I'll take the under in this one.
I'll take the over in Brooklyn, actually. I don't know why. I don't know good reason why to put Brooklyn over the over. I feel like they'll probably get 22 wins this year.
Oh no, I think Michael Porter Jr. might be out of the league on gambling after.
Oh really?
Yeah, I think he'll be betting too, and he'll join his brother and be out of the league.
Oh my god. Oof. Oh, that's putrid. By the way, this actually might be the quickest like preview we've done on NBA in like fucking 10 years.
Well, yeah.
Why?
Professor going to the 8th, 9th man on the depth chart.
Miss you, Chris. Come on, we miss you, buddy. All right, let's go to the West real quick. Western Conference, here we go. Oklahoma City Thunder, NBA champions, by the way. Oklahoma City Thunder. Last year, 68-14. The number this year, 62.5. To me, easy over. I don't think it'll be as good as last year, but they're getting at least 65 wins this year.
So, just as a quick recap,
yeah.
Do they win the championship if Halliburton doesn't go down in Game 7?
I still say yes.
And I say no.
And I don't blame you. I don't blame you for thinking that way.
I think Indiana goes over 37. And in that same regard, while I think OKC will be a better team by the end of this season than they were last year, I don't know if they'll win over 62 games. I'll take a slight under as they try and get more guys more playing time, like the kid Wallace.
Do they cross 60 at least?
I think they hit 60 right on the number.
Okay, I'm going over on this one. I see a logic though, and it makes a lot of sense. It's different though. It is different than when you're hunted.
And they lost Dort too, didn't they?
Isn't Dort still there? I thought Dort's still there.
Oh, okay. I could have, for some reason in my head, I had them. I
should ask ChatGPT that question. Okay, let me ask one quick on live on air. Is Luguentz Dort still on the Oklahoma City Thunder? What the hell? Did it pick up? No. All right, try again.
Gone.
Is Luguentz Dort still on Oklahoma City Thunder?
Look at the depth chart. Oh wait, shit, he is still there. My bad. He's day to day. Everybody on that team is day to day.
No, Dort's still there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Dort's
Everybody.
okay, yeah, that's okay. All right, next one. Houston Rockets last year, 52-30. This year, the over number is 53.5. They acquire Kevin Durant, obviously. They lose Fred VanVleet though for the year with the is it ACL? I think it was 20 ACL.
Yeah,
That's a big loss, bro. It's a big loss. It's a good player.
And people would never have said that until he went down.
Yeah.
I want to say they probably should have been 56, 57 wins had he not gone down with injury.
Well, the number when he went down was a 54.5. It did shrink a win. I thought it'd been at least 2 or 3 wins there on the board for him to go down. Having said that, I'm going to under this one anyway because I think that there'll be some chemistry things to figure out early in the year. I think ultimately they'll figure it out by the end of the year. This team will probably will contend for a championship, most likely. But I think they'll figure things out first early on. I'll go under this one.
Give me the over. Now you have a guy, in my mind, when I think of this team,
yeah,
I don't even worry about Fred VanVleet. What I think of is you have Jalen Green, who would routinely go 3 for 19, and you got rid of him for a guy who will go 9 for 12, and Kevin Durant.
More efficient.
That alone, I think, makes them a 56, 57 win team.
I think the environment also makes it harder for them to get the cross. That's probably why I'm a little more skeptical. They're still a great team. I just think the record won't reflect on that early on. So, all right, next team here, Denver Nuggets last year, 15-32. Over-run number is 53.5.
Oh, give me the. Okay, go ahead.
No, over. You go ahead.
Over as well. They actually have a great starting 5, and they have depth again. So, I mean, they scored so much on that trade, getting rid of Michael Porter Jr.
Yep.
They created enough money to get under the cap so that they could spend some money and bring in players because they have an ownership who's pretty tight with the wallet. We'll just say that.
My only fear is does Jamal Murray stay healthy? Because you're asking a lot for Jokic to carry the team again. And he probably will because he's Jokic and he's that damn good. But Jamal Murray. But otherwise, the depth is great. And it would not shock me if Russell Westbrook ends up back there again this year at some point.
Look, unless the Joker gets in a bar fight backing up his brothers, I'm not worried about him. He's never going to get injured because of the way he plays. So I'm not worried about it. And he's 45 to 50 wins a season, no matter who's playing around him.
Right.
And now he's got some depth. He can literally take a few minutes off every game because of who they brought in as a backup center.
That's a good point. Very good point. All right, next team, Minnesota Timberwolves, who last year went 49-33. This year, the over number is 50.5, Zach.
Give me the under.
Ooh, don't believe in this team?
You can't have 3 teams, or in my opinion, you can't have 3 teams that I expect to win 55-plus games and then have a 4th team win 50 games. So give me the under on this one.
Well, that's why I took Denver. That's why I took Houston the under for that reason. I think Minnesota gets there. I think they got 51 wins this year. They kept the team together. Randall's still there. They kept Naz Reid. So most of the guys on most of the core are still there. So you want to say it again? Naz
Reid took less money, so
yeah. What you're depending on here this year is the Anthony Edwards ascent. Is there another level? That is going to dictate how high they go. Because they've gone to the conference finals once already. So they tasted some success already. And I think that's one advantage they have is his chemistry. They have that advantage going into this year. I think if they also stay healthy and we see Edwards ascent to what I believe is a top 5 player in the league, or at least next to it, I think they'll get there. So I'll go over in this one.
You talk about that team, and you don't even mention a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. How dare you, Chris?
Oh, Rudy?
Exactly.
That frustrating ass player sometimes.
My man right there, Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, that's your boy, man. That's your boy. All right, next team, LA Clippers. Last year, 15-32. The overall number this year is 47.5. Zach.
Give me the slightest of overs.
Ooh.
Yeah. I know they're all a year older, but I feel like they figured out how to manage this team. So I'm going to say 48, 49 wins. I think they'll actually be fighting for the 4th seed with the Timberwolves.
You mean like last year?
Yeah.
No, last year. The thing is, if they're healthy, I agree with you. The problem is, though, am I getting Kawhi for at least 50 plus this year? I don't know. Okay. Do I like the Bradley Beal signing? I do. Because
I think that's huge for that team.
Yeah, I think it helps him. I know you're not a big Bradley Beal guy, but I think he will at least help the situation. He can't really worsen it at this point. But it's all about who's healthy. You know what I'm saying? James Harden will carry the load, of course, and he's always done that. But
Bradley Beal's going to a team where there's already 2 players on the team that most people love to hate and shit on. So he doesn't have to worry about that. It's like the first time in his life he's pressure free.
Yeah, it's true. It's a good point. I'm going to take the slightest of unders only because of the injury situation. Only because I don't trust Kawhi to stay healthy. And you got to figure someone's going to hurt. And Bradley Beal, too, also another guy who can't stay healthy. So, but I think, that playoff team, though, yes, I think a playoff team. And they got Ty Lue, one of the best coaches in the league. All right, next team here, the LA Lakers, who last year went 15-32. The over number this year is 46.5, Zach. No LeBron for a month. At least.
Did you see the shape Luka's in?
He looks good, man.
He looks real good.
Looks really good.
All right. So I want to preface this with the fact that I have all of these. I expect at least half of the East to win 30 games or less. And the reason why I think that is because they at least have to play the Western Conference at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So give me Luka with the slightest over at 47 wins.
So you're saying LeBron being out for a month may actually help the Lakers?
I'm not saying it'll help. I actually think, it'll probably take a while before they get hot. All right.
Okay.
I think LeBron is key on that team. Not like huge key, but he is a very valuable piece. But I think they don't have to worry since they have Luka. And when you have Luka in the shape he is, wanting to quiet all of the doubters, I think that. And again, you get to play the Eastern Conference a bunch of games.
This is true. But I will take a slight under, surely, only because of the fact that conference is that damn good. DeAndre Ayton, low risk, high reward, maybe. I don't know.
I think it's high reward.
Yeah, but I think Luka, if there's a year they can really get MVP in a big way, now especially when LeBron being out for a month, this year to do it. Because there's already Jokic fatigue. I'm sure the league is going to give it to SGA again. You know what I'm saying? So if there's a year that Luka's finally going to get the award, it's be the year to do it. He's got to crack 50 wins though to get there, probably in my opinion, or at least close to it. So, but I'll go a slight under on that one as a result. All right, next team here, the Golden State Warriors, who last year went 48-34. The number this year is 47.5. It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
I wish I could get the tears running down my face.
Why?
Why? Look. You got a guy who doesn't even care about the regular season. He literally showed up last season just to try and prove the Miami Heat made a mistake, and he wanted to show out. But this is Jimmy Butler time again. for a full season. A guy who does not care about the regular season. And then you're giving me Steph Curry, who, with the weight of the world, took a big step back from where he was 2 years ago. And I'm honest to God, I mean a huge step back. Before Jimmy Butler got there, I think he was averaging only like 22 points a game. You have Draymond Green. All right. To me, this is a 40 to 41 win team, max.
So they did get hot last year when Jimmy got there.
Yeah.
You know, they got red hot. I think when there was a stretch went 17-2 1 point, and they got into the playoffs and maybe the play-in or whatever it was. I can't remember exactly what it was exactly, but they did get hot late last year. So, but the reason why I agree with you on the under is because of the fact that I don't trust Jimmy to stay healthy. And of course, as you said, Jimmy does not prioritize the regular season, which is the problem because you're paying him. This is why I'm glad Miami got rid of him, because I'm not paying you $60 million fucking dollars for you to play half the year. To what? To get the fucking 8 seed and play in? We can do it on our own without you.
A 1 game risk and you're out. Like, that is not what I'm paying. I'm paying you to be a 6 seed or better.
Yeah. So I don't mind how that ended in the end. And it's Golden State's problem now. And look, you're asking a lot from Steph. I think the Warriors will be a team that's going to be in the market for another star this year. I think they're going to be looking around the league.
What are they trading?
I don't know. I'm not saying they're going to get anybody. I'm saying they'll be sniffing around for another star.
Unless the star gets bought out.
Yeah.
And decides, hey, I will come play for $1 million. There's no way.
Well, another piece. And then that's a star. Another piece. I mean, you can dangle that Kuminga. You could dangle Kuminga again. I don't know how far that'll go, but maybe use Kuminga this year a little more.
Yeah. You can. You know what? You can trade Kuminga down to the Heat for Norm Powell.
Maybe that's a piece. It's a good piece.
Yeah. You get a young piece who wants to play and wants the ball. There you go.
All right, next team here. This is the team I'm probably most excited to watch this year. The San Antonio Spurs. Last year, 34-48. This year, over a number is 43.5. Zach, I'm going way over. And if this team gets 50 plus, Wemby's win MVP.
So, I'm with you. This is why I think people are gonna watch the NBA and should care about the NBA.
I agree.
Wemby is one of those things that is saving a league.
Yeah.
Especially when you have so many aging stars like LeBron, who I believe is really on a farewell tour.
Yeah.
But 43 wins, that's too much. Especially with DeAndre Fox. I'm sorry.
De'Aaron Fox?
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox, correct. Thank you. Give me 39, 40 wins, but it's going to be a slight under.
Wow.
Because I also believe they're going to watch Wemby's minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to try and integrate everybody. Not to mention, it's a whole new point guard coming in, running the system.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. We are on different angles of this one. Okay. It's a team to watch, though. We'll see.
Look,
all right.
But insanely awesome to watch. But.
Yeah. All right. Memphis Grizzlies, who last year went 48-34. Number is 40.5 this year, Zach. So that number is much lower than we probably thought it would be. But they made a lot of moves this year. They got rid of Bane. What's his first name again? I forgot his first name. Bane went to Orlando. Your team.
Yeah. Desmond Bane.
Desmond Bane. Thank you. Desmond Bane. See, look, my football mind right now is still on high alert. So these NBA things are still slowly getting back to me.
He's another reason why I love the over for Orlando.
I agree with you.
3-point shooter / leader of a team.
Right. So I went under this one for Memphis because I just don't know if Ja will stay healthy enough to get this team over 40 wins this year. Because he's a high risk, high reward player.
Yeah. So I was gonna throw a bone to Chris, but since he couldn't show up, I feel like Ja isn't gonna show up either. So give me the under.
I like that. All right, next team here, the Dallas Mavericks, who last year went 39-43. This year, the over-under number is 41.5, Zach. Cooper Flag era's begun, buddy.
I'm excited for this. And I actually believe, okay, I need to be careful on how I say this.
Go ahead.
All right. I think Cooper Flag is the key to the team. Now, the best player is AD.
Right.
And the only chance they have of beating this number is him playing 60 to 65 games. But I really think the way they get to the over is if Kyrie can come back in the second half of the season and just be 75% of what he is.
So, not that I know anything internally yet, though, but he got hurt in February last year. So this is a 1-year injury, 12-month injury. So you would say the All-Star break will be like the area where you think he'll come back. Now, we haven't heard any word about that, whether that's still the case right now, and where he's doing, or how he's doing the rehab. But if you ought to believe this Mavericks team is going to be hanging around even at 500 by January, February, and he comes back by February, and just, you hope AD's healthy too. On top of that, Clay hopefully has a throwback year. We'll see. Maybe this team can be scary going down the stretch.
Yeah.
The problem is you don't want to fall too behind because this is the Western Conference also too. This is the East, I wouldn't care, but the West, it's a little, yeah.
So maybe this was my toughest one, and probably your toughest as well.
One.
You're counting on Kyrie caring about coming back. A guy who, to me, has shown he's never cared really about the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Especially after he won his ring. To me, it has been about himself and whatever he wants to project rather than playing. So there's so much pressure on AD, but in order for AD to succeed, Cooper Flag has to be a star out the gate.
He's looked good so far in preseason for. It looks like he's fitting pretty well. I'm going to go over. I would not bet this, but if those things come together, like you said, they can be a mid-40s win team before Kyrie gets back.
And so, again, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to take the over. I'm going with my heart. I'm rooting for Cooper Flag.
Right. All right, next team here, the Sacramento Kings, who last year went 40-42. Their over-under number this year is 37.5, Zach. Remember this team 2 years ago, 3 years ago? Like the beam? How things have fallen in a couple of years, man. Ugh, sad.
You have like 2 players left on that team. You have Sabonis and Murray. So
for now, at this point, like, if you're the Kings and you think if things goes in the shitter, Sabonis is a fantastic trade piece for a contender.
And that's why I want to take the under, because I think he gets traded.
I think so too. I think that's the next big whale to move somewhere. Which team do you think could take him though? Like, that's a contending team that can take him, that can use him.
Ooh,
like contenders, like real contenders. I'm saying, not just some other team. You know, I'm looking at teams like not the Knicks, but
I think Golden State would be a team that perfect fit.
But I don't know, would they trade him to the biggest rival?
I don't think the ownership group there in Sacramento cares.
Right.
But if I wasn't trading him there, I could see Chicago making a move to try and move up to the 6th seed or better.
Mm-hmm.
I could see.
Miami?
No, because it's a weird balance there in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
I could see him going to Charlotte.
That's not a bad one. Those are all the bad teams, though. Again.
Well, no, I could see him going to Charlotte and Charlotte getting rid of LaMelo Ball.
Oh, really?
Yes. So you'd have what? Brandon Miller, Knipple, and you'd have Sabonis. And I think that would be an amazing young 3.
He's what, 30 years old? He's still pretty young, right?
Already? Jesus.
I gotta find out his name, his age. But yeah, he's still he's at his peak right now. Definitely in his peak of his power. So, but yeah, I'm going under. So I think he's traded this year too as well. So, all right, we got the Portland Trailblazers, who last year went 36-46. The over-under number this year is 33.5. Dame is back, but not playing. They were frisky last year, though, bro. They were frisky last year.
Again, they were frisky last year. They really didn't lose anything, and they won 36 games. And a conference that no one really changed or got better. So why wouldn't I take the over in this? Give me the over.
Because the conference is still pretty tough. And I just you're asking a lot to repeat that. And then some. So I think while I think they'll still be a mid-30s win team, I think it's tough to depend on them going over 33.5. I'll take under. I'll take a slight under in this one, just because the environment.
You said it's 33.5, right?
Yeah.
So they won 36. It's a bunch of young guards who have only gotten better. You really don't want to go over? I think
No, I don't. Because I don't know. See, it all depends on what Memphis does. Memphis and New Orleans are the biggest wild card in that situation. And I think the teams under them also, I think, will be a lot better than people give credit for. Such as this next team here, the Phoenix Suns. 36-46 is the record last year. The over number is 30.5. I think I think that feels very low, even with Devin Booker there. Devin Booker and who else is there? They got Devin Booker.
Wait, that feels low? I feel like that
feels a little low.
That is high for a Devin Booker team.
But you also hate Devin Booker, though. To be fair.
Because he's Carmelo Anthony without any winning.
Oh my God!
Literally,
I'm taking a sliver.
He couldn't win a game until you gave him 3 Hall of Famers. So I'm sorry. No, give me the under. I'd rather go back. I'd like to go back to talking about Sabonis in a trade. We just went over a team. Fuck. And
you mentioned Charlotte. You mentioned Chicago.
No, who'd we just talk about after? Oh,
Portland.
No, send them. Yeah, send them either to Portland or to Memphis. Could you imagine letting Jaren Jackson play out on the power forward so he's not down low?
Oh my God.
Yeah, and because Ja only averages like six assists a game, 7 assists a game. So I mean, again, that would be another huge move for a team.
Mm-hmm. I'll go over the Suns.
I don't want to talk about Phoenix. Phoenix is trash.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I'll take a slight over.
What,
31 wins.
31
wins. 31 wins. That's it.
All right. I'd rather bet you they don't win 25.
Still got a top 20 player in the league. I mean, what are you gonna do? All right. New Orleans Pelicans last year 21-61. This year over a number also 30.5. Zion looks good, man. You mentioned Luka looking good. So does Zion. Uh-oh. I'm going over. I don't know why. I'm just going over. They have good pieces there in that team. It's just got to put it all together. They got to stay healthy. Zion's got to stay healthy. I think he will this year. I don't know why. He'll play at least 60 games this year. Give me the over.
60.
He's in shape, bro.
You said 6-0, not 1-6.
6-0. I think he'll play 61 games this year. He'll still miss the number to win the awards, but he'll still win enough to impact the team to win some more than 3.5 games.
I don't know if he plays as many games as they win. Give me the under. All right. Honest to God. Okay, you take Zion Williams off of that team. Where are they? Where would you?
They're probably worse than Utah.
Okay, so if you go with my logic with Zion Williams' history, that the team will win fewer games than he'll play fewer games than the team wins.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Give me the under.
All right, whatever, dude. All right, finally, last team here, the Utah Jazz, who last year went 17-66. The over under number is 18.5. Zach. I'm gonna go over because I just can't see them being this fucking bad again this year. They'll win 20 games, That's it. And the East is bad. They'll scoop a bunch of East Conference wins this year too. On top of that,
Could you imagine a team not even being predicted to win 20 games in the NBA?
why is Laurie there? Get rid of Laurie then. That's the case.
Well, that's the thing. Like, they're predicting 20 wins because Laurie's there. If he wasn't there, they would literally be saying 15 wins, 14 wins. And you know they have to trade him this season.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you mentioned Sabonis, you mentioned Laurie Markkinen. So there's pieces out there that could be on the market.
Those are the two biggest pieces I think will be on the market.
And maybe Zion. If he plays well this year, do you dangle him trade?
Zion is healthy for 40 of the first 50 games.
You trade him. You fucking trade him.
Absolutely. But I don't
unless you're winning games. Unless you're winning.
Oh, I don't care.
Which you don't think you're winning games anyway, though. So.
I don't. Well, if they're winning games, that means you're going to get a winning player and a bunch of draft picks.
That's true. That's a good point. His capital raises up. All right, let's get to predictions here, quick. What is your East Finals this year?
Orlando, Cleveland.
Okay, I have Bucks and Knicks. I think Giannis has. I think Giannis.
4 different teams.
Yep, Bucks and Knicks. All right, give me your Western Conference Finals this year.
OKC, Denver.
Me too. OKC, Denver as well too.
Yeah, it's so predictable there.
Yeah. All right. Your NBA Finals.
I want to be a homer so fucking bad.
Just then do it. Be a homer then if you think it's gonna happen.
But I don't. I know. Look, I'm winning in the market. I'm never gonna win in sports. That's why I'm losing to you. And it's gonna be Cleveland, Denver.
I have New York and OKC.
Yeah. No.
Right. And then my NBA champion. What do you got? NBA champion.
Denver.
I got OKC to repeat. So, all right. I didn't fill in my blank on these last two here. Who will be your coach of the year this year?
Shit. My coach of the year? Fuck, I'm going to give it to my Orlando Magic coach because they're going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals.
I don't hate that at all. I don't hate that whatsoever. I'm looking through the list here one more time to see who could make an ascent this year. I'm going to pick. No, not that one. That's not going to work. Fuck it. I had over that one too. That's not going to work either. Fucking A. Who is the Pistons coach again? That's
Oh, I like that. We don't have that Atkinson.
Yeah, Kenny Atkinson. He didn't win it last year. He didn't win it last year. The other guy in Cleveland. I'm gonna go Atkinson this year in Detroit to win it this year. All right, so Kenny Atkinson wins it in Detroit. All right.
It's mostly with Orlando, I believe. I can't remember all the coaches.
Jamal Mosley.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, your Depoy, defensive player of the year.
Oh, it's Wemby.
Me too.
If Wemby stays healthy enough to win the award, it's Wemby by a mile.
Mm-hmm. Wemby as well too, and your MVP.
If Wemby stays healthy enough to win DP, I think he wins MVP.
If the Spurs win 50-plus games, like I mentioned earlier, he will win MVP. I just don't know if they'll get there. They'll go over my number.
So are you giving names?
Huh?
Are you giving 2 names or
no?
What?
My MVP is Giannis.
Oh, okay. Well,
I think this feels like a LeBron 06 year, LeBron 2018 Cleveland year.
Since you basically do 2 names with the Wemby going over the 50 win mark, I'm gonna take the Joker to win the award.
That's the safe answer. But I think Giannis is gonna have a huge year. Milwaukee's gonna overachieve their number. They'll win 50-plus games this year in a year they shouldn't win it. But that team, and I think they go to the conference finals as well too. Also, give me Giannis to win the MVP. So I think it's going to be a great Giannis year. I don't trust somebody else to do it, and I think it's fatigue also too with SGA and Joker. I don't know. So there is your NBA season preview.
Oh, we're not Rookie of the Year, buddy?
Oh, the kid in San Antonio they drafted.
Harper?
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's going to be a toss-up between the Duke kids.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, fuck. No, Flag. Sorry, Flag. It's Flag. I apologize.
It's either going to be Flag.
Yeah.
It's going to be Flag if the Mavericks pull off 47 to 50 wins. Otherwise, I think it's Knipple and Charlotte.
No, it's Flag. I thought that's easy because I didn't even think about that. I look at Flag as a veteran already. Honestly, he's so NBA ready now. It's not even funny. So, all right. So I think that's about it. So yeah. So that's part 1 of our season preview. So good job, Zach, as always by you.
Yeah, man.
And we're going to the next episode.